troopers and grinders. We have another special, unique stream for you guys, the troopers and grinders out there. I am doing a little bit of a case study, if you will, on a fighter who I think has a lot of talent. He's got a lot of power. You're with another man. I don't know where I was going with that. But he's got talent, folks. He's probably going to be in a title fight one day. He is a very excellent fighter. But that's about all I got for him, guys, because in every other way, I detest Ian Garry. If you saw my fight companion to, God, what event was it? Oh, Jesus. Armin versus Hooker. Armin versus a hooker that he found on the street, on the street corner. If you watched my fight companion for that card, you know that I just can't stand this little brat. And there's many reasons for this. Going back to, God, like 2021, 2022. I don't know when he debuted, but it's somewhere around that range. Definitely 2022. I just started to notice things about him that started to get on my nerves. I saw other people comment on it, very specific names, but the reasons that they gave were very validated, in my opinion. And I think the list of things to just find annoying about Ian Garry just continue to grow and grow with every passing month, day, week, month, and year. I got some new info. I got some new info on this guy that I think is just freaky, man, and tells me, because I've dealt with bullies, guys. I've dealt with bullies, and even though their appearances change and what they present to you on the outside may seem to indicate a change of heart, they're the same fucking bastard on the inside. And I've found this with Ian Garry. I have found this over the last week, and I want to add it to the collection, to the encyclopedia of hate towards Ian Garry. So, yeah, I just had to get this out there because I noticed certain things that he did last week, and I was just like, you know what? I just need to dedicate a whole stream to listing every single fucking fault with this guy because he just can't stop. He can't help himself. He can't help but be an asshole to people and a narcissist and a manipulator and a fake motherfucker a fake attention whore. So I'm going to comment on this. First, finger red number 1, metal yellow first red. Well, that's the name of the emoji. Hello, two smelly fingers. Good to see you. I hate Ian Garry. Can't even fart loud like a real man. Mine are thunderous. Yeah, whenever Ian pinches one, it really is a pinch. It sounds like someone like pinched his cheek a little when he farts. You know, he pinched his cheeks. I'll tell. I don't know if it was Layla or the nutritionist. You know, but Hank. Hey, Jock. How's it going, man? I had to do this. I had to give my treatise on this little prick. Oh God, I'm out of water. Let's see. Is there any left? Here we go. There we go. I had to. I don't know what it is. Ian the vegan Machado Garry. Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten into that. I don't have that on my list of reasons, but you could add that as well. I mean, what's the word for it? Treatise, synonym. Dissertation. Yeah, I'm doing a whole dissertation on Ian Garry here, you guys. Is Ian Garry halal? I think so. I actually have proof that he might just be halal. You have Ian hiding behind the curtain. Well, I don't know if he's the Wizard of Oz or pretending to be him, but he's definitely he's trying to put on appearances, put on wares of someone else. He's a cuck too. Yes, he is. And I'm going to get into that. Let's take a look at some shit first. All right, so the first problem I have. This happened recently. I was not a fan of this. It got a lot of attention. We even got a Mohahed Fujilat. If I'm saying that his name right. Am I saying that name right? Mohahed Fujilat. Is that right? Mohahed Fudailat. Yeah, Mohamed Fudailat did an animation that showed Ian Garry. He saw Hamzat at the Hooker versus Sarukian event. He was like, "Hey man, good to see you. Congratulations, champ. Keep on defending the belt. Keep on continuing your legacy. Yeah, good job, man." And then he turns around, and then he sees the camera. He sees a camera in his direction. He's like, "Ooh." And all of a sudden, my wheels start to turn as I see his reaction to this camera. And I think of the time that he saw Neil Magny say a line like, "Oh, sometimes you got to give a kid a spanking when he's getting out of line." And that's what I'm going to do to Ian Garry on Saturday night. That same, what's the word for it? Take advantage. That same advantageous mentality. The wheels turn in his brain. I'm going to show this to you guys because this is fucking crazy. So I'm going to show you the exact image that I'm talking about. Here we go. This right here. So he says, "Congratulations, champ. Oh, good job. All this and that." And then he looks at the camera like, hey. Ooh. Then he puts his words into action. "Vegan doesn't equal a pussy, but it is a pussy vegan. But a pussy vegan is 5 times worse. Nate Diaz was vegan, and he's one of the boys." Vegan doesn't equal pussy, but it is a pussy vegan is 5 times worse. Nate Diaz was vegan, and he's one of the boys. Hold on. Let me put this together. Yeah. He chooses to be a pussy along with being a vegan. Well, and I got to check something real quick. 1 second, guys. Sorry, just there was a package outside. Vegan, yeah. He chooses to be a pussy along. It's just a natural state of mind for him. True, Jock. But anyway, he looks at the camera like, "Oh, there we go. Hey, I got a camera on me. I got to do something to get attention. I got to hype up. I got to get a title fight with oh god, who is it? Shit. I got to get a title fight with Islam. I got to be the #1 contender. I got to do something." And so he takes advantage of the situation. This was right after he congratulated Hamzat on everything, said, "Good job, champ. Hey, keep going with the belt. I'm proud of you, man. Great job." He does this. He starts a beef with him. Right there, on the spot, right after he congratulated him. Yeah. You're so tough. Yeah, you're the champion. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you smash everybody. Yeah, you're not going to smash me. Look at the complete about face here, guys. Went from, "Oh, good job, man. Great job. Oh, I love your work, man. You're a great champion. I keep on proving them wrong, brother," to, "Yeah, you're so tough. Yeah, you can't beat me." And then comes out, "Get away from me, brother. Fuck you. I kill you. Which is, honestly, I don't, Hamzat acts like an idiot sometimes, but he was justified in getting pissed at Ian Garry because he literally was a two-faced bitch here and went from, "I like you," to, "Fuck you, I'm going to kill you." What the hell is that, man? As soon as he spots a camera. Let me show it one more time. Oh, I see it. Time to do something. Yeah, fuck you. Disgusting. Hank is checking if the basement door is locked so Clown can't get out. Yeah, that's the terrible situation that Clown's been dealing with, man. It's a really bad situation in his life. It was me kidnapping him, yeah, and putting him in the attic. Next day air movie started just like this. Next day air movie just started just like this. But this encounter of like someone being happy and then going insane. What's going on here? But anyway, so yeah, first piece of evidence of Ian Garry being a liar and taking advantage of situations and just being a fake human being. And another part of being this isn't him being fake, but it's like really it's a wannabe. So he's a wannabe contender right now, and he also wants to be wannabe Conor McGregor. Getting a package at the door. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, a bunch of movies start like that. But then we have this. Let me type this in here. I think we all know this fault. We all know this fault of Ian Garry's. It's an infamous image right here. Ian Garry doing the Conor McGregor strut. And by the way, Conor McGregor stole that from Vince McMahon first. But Ian Garry's now stealing that from Conor. And it's not just because, you know, oh, I can be a star. It's I want to be Conor because I met him one time and I want to be the new Irish sensation. And look at me, I'm Conor. And I hate this from everybody. I hate it from Ilya. I hate it from Ian Garry. Well, who else has tried to be Conor? Because I know there's probably been a million guys. Like, it's the same thing as David Onama trying to be Israel Adesanya. You're not Izzy, bro. If you're going to be a star, be it in your own way. That's another thing I find very annoying about Ian Garry, is that he could have gone with the route of being, oh, you know, everybody hates my wife because she's evil, and then but I love my wife, and I'm the cuck, and I do anything for her, you know. That's such a villain archetype. That's such a villain trope of being the pushover, like, weak individual, and just play it up. You know, you got gold right there in your hands. If you're so obsessed with getting attention, you have your avenue to be the villain. You could have been a Chael Sonnen. You could have been a Colby Covington. You could have played into it. If you want to be a fake bastard and do a gimmick, do the gimmick that people want you to do. Instead of like, oh, no, I'm not any of that. No, I'm just a cool guy. I'm an inspiration to all the kiddies out there. And meanwhile, doing fucking disgusting shit in the meantime and being a jerk. Like, he's trying to be a good role model, and then he just completely turns face and does completely irredeemable bullshit. What's more fake, Ian Garry in this interaction or Khamzat saying, I kill this guy, I kill everybody, then smushing to a decision? Yeah. By the way, I'm going to get into that. Actually, Jock makes a great point, because guess what, Jock? Ian Garry does the exact same thing. He hypes up the fights. Yeah, I'm going to do this to Geoff Neal. I'm going to do this to Neil Magny. I'm going to fucking ruin them. And then he does stupid point fighting crap and leg kicks and darting around and circling like Israel Adesanya, getting away from danger. He talks all this shit. He starts all sorts of shit, brings up real life shit that impacts people's lives, and then in the cage, it's like Makayev and Cap just doing nothing for 3 rounds after they pretty much tried to fucking kill each other. You know, it's like having a really, it's like the dog barking in front of the glass door, and then once you open it, they don't do anything. You know, all bark, no bite. Come on, Hank, you like pro wrestling. He's trying to work. I get that he's trying to work, but I'm angry at the ways that he's trying to work. There's a limit on certain things that you can work. I don't think Chael Sonnen did half the shit that Ian Garry's doing right now. Half the shit that, I mean, Conor, like, there's one moment he brought up real life shit against Khabib. He didn't need to do that against anybody else. He didn't. In fact, the times that he did bring up real life stuff and was a piece of shit was when he started losing. Remember when Ian Garry got hoed in an elevator with Khamzat? Oh God, you're gonna have to send me that. You send me that on Discord. Actually, no, send me on Instagram, and I'm gonna try to take a picture of that if you can find that. Leg kicks to a decision. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. But so he struts around. He wants to be Conor McGregor, already showing arrogance, always showing a need to be the number one guy, even when he's not being himself. And Jock helped me transition perfectly into this next section, where he weasels his way to victory in a bunch of fights where he should be going tooth and nail. Now I'm going to give him credit. He has had some good fights in his last couple, like with Shavkat, with Prates. That was a war. It was really well done. His last fight with Bilal, he sort of went back to his roots a little bit there, but he's being more of a striker and a back and forth guy on the feet, and he's still winning. So props to him. But I'm going to bring up the earlier fights, man, when his personality fully became his fighting style. This shit against Geoff Neal, man. back up against the cage. Whoa, on the back foot. Oh, circling around. Oh, he can't touch me. And meanwhile, he's not even hitting Geoff Neal with anything. Just little empty punches. There are other images that show him on the front foot, but I remember this image most of all. I remember him having his back against the cage in huge moments, and Geoff Neal swinging at him, and Garry's just ducking and dodging out of the way. He's not Muhammad Ali. He's just, oh God, I'm in a bad spot. Run, 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 run. So he's putting Neil Magny's mugshot on his t-shirts before the fights. Oh yeah, I'm that dude. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Promising a war. I'm gonna kill him. And the next thing you know, no, don't hurt me. Don't hit me. All of a sudden, that killer, all the barks having no bite to it. Is it mentally healthy to get angry about a man who will never know you exist? I can get angry about politics. I can get angry about sports. I can get angry about cultures. I can get angry about rotten people doing fucking horrible shit. Netanyahu's fucking committing a genocide on millions of fucking people. Why would it be healthy for me to hate Netanyahu when he'll never know I exist? You know, he doesn't even know who I am. Why should I get angry at this guy for cutting food aid to millions of kids around the world? Why should I get angry at this guy for cutting SNAP benefits for my own fucking people? He doesn't know I exist, so I shouldn't be mad at him. I should just get angry at the people who are in my life so that they can kill me with a gun. That's a great idea. MVP won that fight on damage, and there's nothing anyone can say to change my mind. I'm going to get into that as well, except the judges, Jock, yeah, I know, it's always the case. Judges get fights wrong all the time. Go watch Patty versus Jared Gordon. Yeah, obviously. Cope, good one. You just proved my point. Okay. Why are you getting angry at me? I don't know who you are. How about just work on yourself and what you can control? I am working on myself and what I can control, which is my content on my channel. Because this is about MMA and this is about fighters, and your role as an MMA YouTuber is to talk about fighters. Did you know that? Oh, I'm supposed to have coverage of fighters and fights and promoters and focus on individuals with my streams. Wow, I can't believe I focused on an individual in my stream. That's crazy. I guess I should focus on myself. I guess if Conor McGregor does something crazy or has a fight coming up, I just shouldn't cover him. Man, you're right. I should just focus on myself. Anyway, let's get into the next one. So, here's another image. Oh, God. I mean, this just sort of shows it all. Like, he's like, I got away from you. Now there's only 2 minutes left, and you were barely able to hit me, and I barely hit you, but I just outpointed you. Ha, I'm going to win. It's that mentality. Here's another one. Also, I find that people are like, why do you do this about this and that? Why do you say this about this individual? They stan those fucking people, man. They stan them. That's even worse. That's like not counting any faults of them. It's just turning the other way when they do horrific shit. And then when people who notice say something about it, it's like, oh, just focus on yourself. Why are you so angry about other individuals? These same people glaze other individuals, guys. Glaze them. Pretend they have no faults. It's even worse. And then here we go. Against MVP. Oh man, this is it. 2 technical strikers going back and forth. Oh man, who's going to be the best striker out of the 2 of them? Can the young up and comer do it? Oh no. Well, I'll give credit to Garry. He found a way to win, but he always finds a way to win. Same as Bilal. Same as Gamrot. Same as these guys who managed to win. Why am I supposed to like them? They can't go out on their shields. They got no courage. He's just hanging on the back of MVP. Like Jock said, could have lost the fight due to having less damage on MVP. To be fair to him, he got 1 rear naked choke attempt, but the rest was just hanging on him. No, don't hurt me. Don't fight me, please. And it's just these fighters, they always talk a big game, and then they just can't deliver when it's time to. To be fair, Garry totally dismantled protest for 4. Yes, and I said the last 2 fights of his, I think he went tooth and nail. He was an actual fighter there. I'm just bringing up the whole history of why I don't like Ian Garry, and it starts with these fights, and it starts with his behavior. There's the short in Discord, Ninja. Okay. Let me take a look at that real quick. Dum 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 dum. Hold on. I actually got to probably cut out the audio here. Sup? Hello, Smosh Boss 69. Just how tough is Neil Magny? Yeah, he took a bunch of leg kicks from Ian Garry. Just kept getting knocked. I get knocked down, and I get up again. Ain't nobody gonna take me down. I disagree with people saying MVP point fights. He tries to knock every opponent out, unlike Ian Garry. Yeah, he can actually hit his opponents with shots that put them down. He's done that against everybody. Shara, he did it against Cannonier. He doesn't he's not as much of a finisher. Yeah, thanks for being passionate. Yeah, Hank's passionate about the sport. Yeah, it's almost like I'm supposed to be because I stream every other day. LMAO, an entire stream hating Ian. I'm in heaven with my boyfriend, my waggy girlfriend. Hank Salute. Hello, Drew Ups. I'm going to take a look at this real quick because Two Smelly Fingers sent it to me. I will be back 1 second. I just got to watch. Wow, man. Clown the Goat is back. That is right. Yes. And Hank is almost there. I'm almost going to be the goat if I can beat Larry CTM. By the way, guys, I am in the final 4 of the Mecha DTA. Don't trust nobody. I am in the final 4, so I'm in the Mecha finale. And if I can beat Larry for this week for this pay-per-view, I'll win it all, guys. So I'm doing pretty damn well in terms of the predictions. That's why you should tune in to Hank the Tank's preview and prediction streams. Hank, the narrative, Hank, me and you are the same. Hear word and automatically start singing a song that has the word in its lyrics. It's the only way to be, man. We're like parrots. The narrative on MVP will change as soon as he gets a crazy KO. I guarantee it. Yeah, I've always liked MVP. I think his fights are actually pretty fun. They're close, back and forth. He hits his opponents with big enough shots to actually ooh and ah with the crowd. I was 2 minutes behind. My bad. No problem. Yeah, exactly. Mecha DTA, don't trust nobody. All the Hank the Tank membership emojis. If you want to have these emojis, make sure to become a member, guys. Hank, watch the Ian Garry video in Discord. It's a short. I did, Two Smelly Fingers. And let me show you guys exactly what happened, which will lead me into my next segment. These guys are setting me up perfectly for this shit. So this is one of the quotes. This is from his wife. This is from his fucking wife, Layla. They're in the elevator, and Hamzat and his crew are in the elevator with another woman in there. And basically, Layla is telling Ian Garry to fucking throw at Hamzat Chimaev when he's got a fight coming up at the end of the week. His training partner is going to fight Hamzat, apparently. I don't know what the context was for this, but apparently one of Ian Garry's teammates was going to fight Hamzat. And so he didn't want to touch him. He didn't want to beat up Hamzat in the elevator because it might ruin the fight for his teammate. You know, he wants to take a swing at it. I don't know why you'd have that mentality against somebody who's not your opponent. That's fucking creepy behavior, by the way. If you just want to swing at somebody, some random dude in the UFC, I get Khamzat's a star. And again, it was the wheels turning in Ian Garry's mind. Oh man, if I punch Khamzat right now, I'll get a bunch of attention and all the media, all the eyes will be on me. If I punch Khamzat, oh man, Ian Garry punched Khamzat. This is the kind of exploitative mind, the advantageous mind, manipulative mind that Ian Garry has. Anytime he sees somebody who has a little bit of buzz, man, if I start shit with him or I punch him, then I'm a star. Like, that's psychotic. I get that it's beneficial, but how many times are you going to do that before you're just an asshole and everybody is just someone for you to exploit? Hey, in any other setting that isn't like media or sports, if you do that to somebody, you're a fucking asshole. You're a piece of shit. You're climbing the corporate ladder. You're a fucking Nepo baby. You're a yuppie. You're an evil fucking boomer. But for this guy, he does the exact same thing, takes advantage of people. He's a star, you know? Conor McGregor didn't have to do that shit early on. He just didn't. He did it with Aldo, but he was actually going to fight Aldo. And do you think, did Conor McGregor bring up, like, crimes that Jose Aldo committed? Like, what he was doing in the favelas, somebody he killed, how he was just a street beggar? I doubt he was saying shit like that. He wasn't saying shit like that. He was just calling a pussy and getting in his head. And he was being a menace, but it didn't get into real life shit. It didn't. I'd go into the favelas on horseback. Oh, yeah. That's Chael shit. Come on. But basically, so Ian Garry, he doesn't throw the punch because he's actually a civilized human being, unlike his fucking devil wife. And she calls him a pussy. His own wife calls him a pussy for not throwing like a madman at a person in public. This gets me into his wife, Layla. Layla! Oh, God. And I actually like that he did the Layla song because that gets heat. That gets people buzzed. That's actually how you do it, you fucking idiot. Let me talk about his wife. He became a star with Layla of no fault of his own. You can thank the fucking guru and anybody else who critiqued him and his wife for that. For giving it, putting it in the palm of his hand. And he still didn't take advantage of it, by the way, guys. He didn't turn heel. She devil, dude. Devil wears Prada. Devil wears Wagga. Look at this, man. This was an interview when he was in Cage Warriors and was answering a question on why he left his gym. Oh God, this I didn't look up, and I'm sorry I did. Why did Ian Garry leave a gym in Cage Warriors? Who stated he was a threat, asked to leave by coaches who stated he was a threat and didn't fit their culture. He stated that if he had stayed, he would have been the top guy and would have been pushed enough. Yeah, he was a threat and didn't fit their culture. So apparently he was dislikable. Apparently the people in the gym didn't like him, and he was no doubt he's UFC caliber, but he was probably gloating about it. And his gym probably didn't like him, and they kicked him out. Probably wasn't him leaving. It was probably them being like, "We don't want you here." So, not a bad look, not a good look for Garry. And he's about to answer this question when Layla, this is Layla, right here. That's Layla's hand. Goes on Ian Garry's shoulder. Don't answer this question. Shut up. Don't answer this question. And I saw comments for this interview saying, well, we know who wears the pants in the family now. And they're right. She's his fucking handler, dude. And look at this. Look at how Ian Garry looks up after this. Here we go. Look at this, man. Oh. Yes, dearest. You don't want me to talk about this? Oh, okay. Okay, honey, I won't. Not good. He's such a savage, Ian Garry. When someone in his weight class comes around, he just sees red. Yeah, well, he sees attention is what he sees. Great breakdown of hating Connor McCorner. Exactly. A devil wife. She's kind of hot though. Yeah, but you got to understand, Drew Ups. A lot of women are beautiful on the outside and ugly as shit on the inside. If you watch Game of Thrones, there's the character Melisandre, who looks like this beautiful red fucking priestess, you know? And then when she finally dies, she's an ugly fucking old hag, like evil fucking witch when she dies. It's the same thing here, man. His wife isn't even bad. I don't know why he stays. I don't know why he stays. Isn't even good looking. Oh, Layla would get smashed. I know, homie. Yeah. He probably knows from experience. This shit's just creepy, man. I'm sorry. Jesus. Ugh! This shit literally scares me. This is fucking Get Out. This is like from the movie Get Out, dude. He's not going to answer that question. I can handle this. I can handle this question for him. Just grabs him. And I'll tell you this, my bully. When I had a bully, this was at the very end of him being an asshole. When, you know, he's trying to play Mr. Nice Guy. When he's trying to pretend that he's not an arrogant, narcissistic piece of crap, he put his hand on my shoulder to assert dominance, to assert control, to say, hey, remember, I'm the dude who owns you, dude. I'm the guy who makes you, you're my fucking bitch. And when I tell you to not do something, you don't do it. Remember who's got the power here. That's what that means. When you put your hand on someone's shoulder to stop them from doing something, that's asserting control. So she is his handler. She is his manager, which is really creepy, by the way. She's not just his wife. She's his manager. And it started that way. So it wasn't, I mean, maybe it was out of love, but it could have also turned into, I can take advantage of this. This guy's a star. This guy's got potential. And if I manage him and I can, you know, be in his life as wife and his manager, I can lead, I can push him right to the top. She literally wrote the book, guys. I mean, I'm setting this up. I'm going to get to it eventually. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Who's your favorite Game of Thrones character? Let me think. There's a lot of good ones. Who's a character that I've liked the whole way through? I gotta say, do I say? It's tough. I could give you a top three. I mean, you know, there's the obvious one, but then he sort of petered out. I'm going to be unique, and I'm going to say I really liked the whole journey of Theon Greyjoy. Of Reek! Theon Greyjoy. From when he started to when he stopped. Like, that's one of the few stories that they told really well in Game of Thrones. I'm sad that he, you know, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but his ending was not happy. But he just went from him being him, but being less than what he wanted to be being a try hard to get where, but you know, sort of like Ian Garry, trying hard to be something that he's not. And then he got fucking cut down to size and literally mutilated, turned into a monster, a mute, a shell of himself. And then he slowly brings himself back and starts to remember who he is again and becomes someone to be proud of. Yeah. I really like Theon Greyjoy. His whole journey is great. I mean, obviously Tyrion, you got to put him up there. Littlefinger. Speaking of old Dickless, Littlefinger's. I mean, you know that there's the scary Joffreys and the psychotic Ramsays, but Littlefinger's the brains. Actually, Tywin. Oh man, I forgot about Tywin because he died. The best character is Tywin. Every scene Tywin Lannister is in is the best scene ever. Best scene of the entire show, best scene of the season, best scene of the episode. Tywin basically he dominated that entire show up until the day he died. So I like Tywin, I like Littlefinger, Hound as well. All those characters are great. Sorry, I went too far with that. MK ultra patient. Who are you talking about? I'm talking about Ian Garry, Sniper Killer 28. Sorry if I got to your comment a little bit late, but I am talking about Ian Garry. Most women that have pretty personalities suck. There you go. Yeah, it's hiding something beneath. It's fake. If you care about your appearance, that means you're hiding something. It means you're hiding your true self. So there you go. Yeah, look at this. So Layla's got Ian Garry locked out of the house. And she says, "You got to sing for me, boy, before I let you in. If you don't sing for me right now, because I'm mad at you, you got to present me flowers and sing for me, or I'm not letting you in the house." How insane is that? That's fucking nuts. And Ian Garry is basically committing a humiliation ritual here. He's performing a humiliation ritual and singing outside his own fucking house, trying to get let in. And you can see moments where his face is like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking strangle you, bitch. You fucking asshole. How dare you fucking film me doing this? Are you trying to make me stupid?" And he's like, "I love you." I forget how the song went. It's a fucking stupid song. But he has him singing it. And Ian Garry is just like, "I'm gonna kill you. Oh, but I love to sing for you." And yeah, so basically Layla made Ian Garry perform a humiliation ritual, and he just went with it because he's a cuck. Because he can't assert himself, because his wife's his manager. I mean, you've had to have made a lot of fucking mistakes to end up in this kind of situation. Ian Garry's the MK ultra patient, yeah. Hi, hello, Kobe Wiggle. Oh, Lil, it's me, Kobe. I'm on my backup. Let me go to my main Kobe Wiggle. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, this is Kobe Wiggle's alt. Whoopsie. I hadn't heard about this one. Dude, it's true, man. She locked him out of his own house, made him sing for her, serenade her before she would let him in because she was mad at him. So she publicly humiliated him and recorded this and posted it. She posted this. How much disrespect can you have for your own fucking husband? I'm sorry I got angry there, but that's fucking cruel. I would have abandoned the bitch as soon as she did something like this. Trying to humiliate me in front of millions of people? When you're supposed to be my manager, dude. You're supposed to make sure that I look good. And to keep my reputation. And now you're filming this guy, your own husband, being humiliated. When he's trying to come off like the big scary fighter. And you're doing this to him? Like, what are you doing? Are you trying to put yourself over as the manager? Are you stupid? And Ian Garry went along with it because he can't put his foot down. She ever let me in, if she let me in after this, boom, I'm snatching the phone right out of her fucking hands. You're not posting this. You are not posting this. And if you do, there'll be fucking consequences. But he let her do this. She'd order more mature pants. She's older, more mature, wears the pants in the relationship. Depressing. Too smelly fingers. Fingers must always stink. They'd be staying in the fish pond. Interesting. But anyway, and I rambled too much about this. But let's talk about something else. Make sure to like the stream, by the way, guys, just to get it to more people. Wait 1 second. I gotta check something. Whoop. All right. Next thing I want to talk about. Oy, oy, oy. Take a looky here. Ta-da! There it is, guys. This explains everything right here. And I can't believe the guru found this. It's literally the most expose shit you could do to somebody since the fucking Epstein list. How much further can you expose a relationship to be false and fucking control heavy and manipulative and toxic than literally showing someone writing the book on how to be a manipulative and controlling bitch? She literally wrote the book. How? How do you let this person take over your life? How do you not know about this? I mean, you must talk to like her friends, her family, like, and they kept this hidden from you. You never found this, and some random dude on the internet found this. Some random dude was able to pull this, and you didn't. That's crazy. You're about 2 years too late to the party, mate. Retarded. Uh, I I'm doing a comprehensive history on Nam Diolta on Dullard. I'm literally doing a whole history. I mentioned the recent stuff earlier on. If you'd have attended the stream earlier, you probably would have seen it. I talked about how he faked an interaction with Hamzat, saw a camera, and started a fake beef with him because he saw a camera. That's what motivated me making this entire stream in the first place. Basically a treatise on why I don't like Ian Garry. Hey, there's Kobe Wiggle. Hey, Pulse, good to see you. I can't stand Ian Garry. What would you do if she did something like this to you, Hank? What would be your recourse on Layla? Divorce her ass and take the kid. I don't even know if it's his kid. We don't know. Could be her ex, his kid. Do we have confirmation? I mean, to be fair, he sort of looks a little like Garry. He looks like him. So probably he's Ian Garry's kid. But, oh, God. He literally took the name. He took the middle name of her ex. Oh, God, man. He just lets her do whatever she wants. Every big choice in his life, down to his fucking name, is controlled by somebody else. Nobody gives a fuck if you don't like the dude or not. Y'all are cringe and sad as fuck. These people glaze Ian Garry. These people are fans. These people are not objective. They love Ian Garry. They don't consider any of his faults. Oh, Ian Garry's a classy guy. Ian Garry's great. Oh, because these are the people who watch his fights only, and they're just like, oh, he's so talented. Oh man, I just love Ian Garry. And then all the other shit in front of them, they just sweep it under the rug. John Jones is the GOAT. These are the same people who say John Jones is the GOAT of all time. Dude never failed a drug test ever. This dude's the greatest. Stop hating on him. These are the same people. Anyway, and by the way, you dumb motherfuckers, you see a title with a controversial. See, this is how people are manipulated. This is how you get you suckers into their streams. Oh, they put up a flashy image and they put up a title that gets people angry, and so they go in and they. I'm literally playing you like a fucking fiddle. I'm playing you like a fiddle. You're coming in here and you're just like, yeah, no, how dare you do this about Ian Garry? Ooh. And I you know nothing about me. I literally manipulated you, bro. You fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. So maybe next time. Why are you involved in this if you don't like it, by the way? What part of your brain is telling you to get in here and add to the drama if you don't like this kind of content? It's interesting. Gotta get involved somehow. Playing people like a fiddle. But also it's in my honest feelings. I wanted to make this stream. Everybody's talking about the Ian Garry incident, and I'm just like, I got something to say about Garry. I got years of pent-up frustration towards this kid from everything. No, bro, you did not. So why are you here? Get lost. Anyway, so I get angry about something Ian Garry did recently, and I'm just like, he's made one too many mistakes. One too many. And I got to call it out. I got to call it all out. I'm not going to just talk about one incident. This is a pattern. This is a pattern of someone. But anyway, yeah, she's a wag, wife and girlfriend. She basically took advantage of an athlete and got directly involved, got married to him, got into a relationship so that she could control the star and that she could have a share of the wealth and the influence. By looking around for talented athletes, then she found her sucker and she dug her fucking claws in. And now she's married to a successful athlete who's probably making millions of dollars. And this was deliberate. It seems like this was deliberate, guys. Like, how could you write this book and then think that her relationship with Garry is somehow natural? It's not. It's a power play. And she got the power play. Another thing I want to mention. Oh God. Actually, no, I'm going to skip that section. I want to show another image because this frustrates me too. This shit is very aggravating. Let me show this. This image right here pretty much sums him up. This sums him up. He showed a mugshot of Joff Neal to hype up the fight, but at the same time, you're disrespecting this man. And look at Layla behind him. Look at Layla. Jesus Christ, man. Like that's why I call her She Devil. It's because she looks like she could literally grow a pair of horns right here. He's putting up a guy's real life mugshot, trying to portray him as a criminal brain to the rest of the world. And I get it. I get there's promotion involved, but yeah, Ian, to quote Vinny, my friend, he's got no clever insults for this guy. He's got nothing on Neil Magny that he could just say at a press conference to get him angry. He can only bring up real life shit and real life controversy. He's like basically the Douglas Memo of UFC. It gets personal for him. All of a sudden, he has to bring up real life shit and try to drag you down as a person rather than just do a little insult here and there. Oh, he's stupid. Oh, he's just a meathead. Blah blah. He could never come up with any of that stuff. What he wants to do is get into his opponent's head by bringing up this kind of shit. And making him out to be a monster. It's like it's not even like it's not playful banter. It's not insults that take somebody off. Oh, this guy's stupid. Haha. It's like you went to jail. You're a felon. This is Giuliano shit. This is what Gummy Gang. This is fucking what are recent examples I can think of? Musical and Rego stuff. Are these respectful tactics? No, it's bringing real life shit into something, and it's just a fight. The two dudes you're competing for a little like chump change, and they're taking it too far. Low hanging fruit, exactly. He's not making the effort to climb up and get some gold. He's going for low hanging fruit. That shows that it takes little effort, and yeah, it's just it's a lazy fucking way of dismantling somebody, and it didn't even work really. I mean, maybe it did because Neil was just swinging for the fences, but he does that all the time. He made a personal attack for no reason. Yeah, exactly. He made it personal. All for a fight where he danced around, by the way, and just tried to pick at range. He didn't bring that personal energy into the cage. He just circled around and ran away like Israel Adesanya. Here we go. Let me look at another one. Another instance, which basically makes Ian Garry unforgivable in my eyes, unforgivable, is this shit right here. Fucking scum. This guy's fucking scum for this. He's scum for this. Like, Neil Magny was just like, oh, I'm going to give him a whooping like he's a stepchild. Haha, like a redheaded stepchild. When a little brat gets out of line, you give him a spanking, and that brat's out of line, so I'm giving him a spanking. That's what Neil Magny meant. And Ian Garry knew that's what Neil Magny meant, because in a post-fight presser after this fight, Ian Garry said, I heard him say that, and I struck gold. It was gold. I had to manipulate his words against him. I had to make it seem like he was beating his kids. I had to make it seem like he was assaulting his children. I just had to, in order to hype up the fight that was only 2 days away and wouldn't have benefited much from a press conference in reality. And who fucking watches press conferences anyway? Who really watches press conferences these days? Do those really drive up the pay-per-view buys? Where's Connor? Where are these guys who make a fuss and have big name value and drive up pay-per-view buys? Do press conferences even do that anymore? Much less one with Ian Garry. Does that drive up pay-per-view numbers? No, they don't. Ian Garry's stunt here probably did fucking zero for the pay-per-view buys, or his star level or any of that. If anything, it just showed that he's an asshole. Now, what he did here with the middle finger, yeah, that helped him become a villain. What he did in the cage, great. But what he did before that, unfucking called for. I mean, how do you even like? God. What's another example I can give of somebody? Oh yeah, It's literally like, oh, I eat shit like you for breakfast. You eat shit for breakfast. You eat shit for breakfast. You know, I think Ian Garry thought he was doing that, but really it was like oh God, it's like a Karen move. You say something, it's like, oh my God, did you say that you were gonna attack me? Did you say you were gonna beat me up? Oh my God. Like it's deliberately taking someone's words and making it into something way bigger than it is. You do not put your hands on a child. No man should ever lay a finger on a child. And I'll bring up some stuff that he did with his kids, by the way. I don't want to bring it up too much because I don't want to be the fucking devil here. I don't want to stoop to his level. I am going to mention one thing. I eat ass for breakfast. Does that count? How dare you? Are you eating another woman's ass? Are you eating some slut, some mistress of yours' ass? Like completely Karening out. But anyway, what I was about to say, what was I about to say? Oh, there's some stuff he does with his family that is fucking inappropriate for children. Inappropriate for children. And in the meantime, he's accusing Magny of being the bad parent, of being an abusive parent. When he's doing fucking creepy shit with his kids, fucking hypocrite. And not only was this, uncalled for, but Neil Magny, he's fighting for fucking custody of his kids. He was going through a divorce, and now he's got fucking defamation and slander from this little brat that was going to have an impact on court proceedings. So it's not just it's just to sell the pay-per-views. This had a real life impact. And Ian Garry can't take it back. Once what you start to do has consequences, I really have a hard time forgiving you when you turn face and pretend to be a good guy. What's a charity that Ian Garry's given money to? Well, how has he redeemed this act? He's played Mr. Nice Guy, but now we see him, completely be a two-faced liar when he's around Hamzat. So he hasn't changed at all. He hasn't done anything to redeem himself, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, he's had a few entertaining fights. Does that redeem horrible shit like this? I really doubt it. Layla, by the way, has attempted to sue people who bring up shit like the WAG book and real life shit about her being a manipulating exploiter. Just saying, she's just as awful as well. But so he does all this shit, brings up real life. Doesn't even bring up real life shit. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's pretending like Neil Magny's an awful father, an abusive father. And then, on purpose, in order to gain attention and to get him some more pay-per-view buys, fucking scum. And then the fight happens, and he knows that Neil Magny hasn't done anything. He knows. And he's flipping him off like this. And he's just fucking, taking him down. And he leg kicks him, by the way. He can't just have a fist fight with Neil Magny because he's a pussy. He leg kicks him to put him down. He wrestles him to put him down. Says the worst shit. And then he just, I'm going to grapple you. I'm going to leg kick you like a coward. And then at the end, oh yeah, fuck you for nothing that I made up. I mean, he should direct it this way. Direct it to himself for being a liar. For trying to ruin somebody's life for nothing. He's pretending like Magny's the villain here. He knows what he's doing. Remember when Ian Garry said he dreams of being a black guy with Jamal Hill? Oh my. Maybe black guy Layla found for the night. I shared in Discord. It's crazy cringe. I eat ass for breakfast. Yeah. Baddie. The vegan cuck vegan mentality. Yeah. Member up, bums. Yeah. Become a member, guys. Ian and the MMA Guru are the worst for MMA. Yeah, King Panther. Yeah, are you a fan of what's his name? Curtis Campbell, the Pink Panther? He showed up on a Contender Series this year. I think you'd be a fan. He calls himself the Pink Panther and he wears like pink shorts. You'll see him in the UFC on the UFC main roster soon. Yeah, MMA Guru. It's weird because they both sort of went back and forth with each other. I will say that Guru gave Ian a golden opportunity to become a star. Golden opportunity to be a villain. And he didn't take it. He literally pretended to be sick. Oh, I missed it, guys. Oh, no. I can't make the press conference. Literally had the golden opportunity to be the villain. And he didn't show up. Ian Garry hates Neil because... And with Guru, he said the same thing about Dagestanis when Islam won, that he said for in any situation. I find it hard to believe that Demetrius Johnson didn't know he said that about Muslims and Dagestanis. I'd be really shocked if DJ legitimately didn't know that Guru does that kind of talk with Dagestanis. How can he not know? If he's attended his streams regularly, he knows that Guru said that about them. He literally showed a clip show of Guru having insane reactions and angry reactions. You saying he didn't have any of those when fucking Islam Makhachev won in his last couple fights, when Hamzat won a fight, when Magomed Ankalaev won a fight, or had any fight? You're telling me that DJ had no idea that Guru wasn't a big fan of the Dagestanis. I shared the video proof in Discord based Andrew. I will check that out. Yeah, I've seen him. That's true, Hank. It's just a cop-out. I hate Guru since that day. He laughed at Kane's daughter. You can look it up. That's when I've hated Guru. Okay. Yeah. The sad thing is, King Panther, that he has to have a take on everything because his fans are literally like I mean, we're talking Game of Thrones. It's like Varys and his birds and his little birdies. He sends his birdies out to get information, collect it, and then bring it back to his social media or in his live chat. And then he says stuff about them. And yeah, some of his takes are pretty offensive. Some of them are like, stand-up comedy of today. I don't care what happens or if I get canceled, I'm going to say it. And he unfortunately, he's such a big presence that he has an opinion on everything. And one or two of those are going to get you in trouble with people. Yeah, DJ knew all the stuff Guru was saying before he came onto the show. That tells me that a Dagestani fighter whispered in his ear and told him, "Hey man, you can't say shit about this anymore, or you're gone." And they admitted it. DJ said you can't say this about Dagestani fighters anymore. And something tells me that it was either his manager or his editor or Islam and these other Dagestanis who he trains with and does interviews with. I bet Islam told him, you can't continue this show with Guru if he keeps saying shit about me and other Dagestani fighters. If you continue to let him on and do this Mighty Guru show, you're gone. I'm not doing an interview with you. I bet Islam or somebody else blackmailed him. Not blackmailed him, but told him we're not doing this if he keeps saying this shit about me. I guarantee it, dude. I bet somebody twisted his arm. Which is pretty cuck of Demetrius Johnson to do, by the way. Sorry, Islam isn't doing a show with you. What do I look up to see that King Panther? Got something against birds? Well, I mean, I only have something against a bird when Ian Garry is flipping up at someone who he knows he just defamed and slandered. When the bird is being used incorrectly, Simon Feck, and targeted towards a victim of your manipulation, that's when I'm not a fan. Like the eunuch in Game of Thrones is little birdies. Exactly. Difference is DJ sponsored versus Guru having 0 sponsors, so he doesn't need to filter himself. Yeah, and honestly, I can't blame Guru for that. Why would you want to keep yourself filtered or keep yourself from expressing your real opinions on your show? He's already making a bunch of money, but then he has to make a bunch of money and he can't say what he feels about things. You don't want to be a fake human being. Yeah, it's really tough. Like the dream is to make a bunch of money, but while still being yourself. So many of these rich bastards and people with a bunch of money, they can't be themselves. They got to pretend to be somebody else. Happy-go-lucky. Doesn't have a controversial opinion about anything. You're trapped. You're trapped in that kind of mentality. It doesn't matter if you make money. If you're not living an honest life, like, and I'm thinking of American Psycho when I bring up stuff like this. Someone who becomes a sociopath, they got nothing. They gotta be a corporately created product. That's gonna drive you crazy. Look up MMA Guru laughs at Kane. He responded to my comment about that video, but you can't find that video me and him referred to because he took it down. Ooh, then you actually got a good reason. You got a good reason to not like him. If he takes that video down, yeah, he probably fucked up for that. Guru is hilarious at times. He's hilarious many times. Thanks, Kick. King. Interview before Mighty Guru. DJ asked Guru if he was racist. DJ knew well before. Yeah. I mean, he's got his opinions on different nationalities of fighters. He knew what he signed up for. You can't be a hypocrite in that way and just all of a sudden be like, oh, I'm above this. No, you're not. You're not. If you were above it, you wouldn't have even given him a chance. You like some of the stuff he says. You like some of the unfiltered shit he says, but then you can't take the heat when he brings up somebody that gets involved with your own interviews and your own success. That's hypocritical. So you have him admitting to that on video. If you look up, he does answer about the video. Okay. Shark eyes, dull smile. All right, I've talked too much about this. But yeah. So I mean, Ian Garry admitted that all this shit, including the flip off, including all the disrespect, it was a ploy. It was a ruse. He didn't mean any of that shit. It was to get attention on himself. So yeah. But he wants to talk about Neil Magny and his kids. He's done shit like this where he's sticking his butt out right here, and he's doing it so that his kid can do it too. He's teaching his kid how to twerk. He's not only teaching his kid how to twerk, he's doing it live on camera. Live on camera. He's making his kid twerk on camera. He's fucking 5 or 6 years old, and he's making his kid twerk to probably thousands of people, if not millions of people. But when people repost shit like this and talk about this, now you got your kid fucking twerking in front of 3 million people. There's another video. I'm not going to show it because it's, actually showing the booty and all that stuff. But he's making his kid show his fucking ass in a hot tub. He's making a kid show his butt in a hot tub with Lim and Layla. He's making a kid show his ass in public. That could fuck your kid up, dude. Having them have any fucking public presence at all, much less doing fucking really, really sensitive shit on camera. That shit is fucking disgusting. You don't say shit about Neil Magny as kids when you're making your kid do that. Also, there is footage, and I'm not going to show the footage, but there is footage in a video of him and Cheeto Vera fucking naked in the shower, filming themselves in the shower. They literally have to put their hands on their fucking crotches to not show fucking genitals. They're showing their bare asses. Ugh. Dude, how's your family not going to see that? How are they not going to talk about that? Literally showing yourself naked. You got a family, dude. And then having his kid show his fucking ass. 2 videos, not just one, 2 videos. Kid showing his fucking ass. Well, when was this? It was like a year or 2 ago. Jesus Christ. Ian's very strange. The entire situation he had with his girlfriend, ex-husband, or whatever he did, and the nutritionist, I think it's just a bad environment for a kid. Yeah, it is. And it's awful. Because now he's letting the cameraman show shit like this. That shit can, I mean, it might not be super traumatizing, but like tiny little micro traumas in these kids' heads. I bet he lets his kid watch him fight too. And that's shit for them too. You can't put your kids in the public eye. You can't. Rampage Jackson did that with his kids. Wonder what happened there. Can't make a publicity stunt out of this shit. Anyway, I'm just disgusted by it. It's super hypocritical for him to talk about Neil Magny being a shit father when he puts his fucking kid's butt in the public spotlight. Ugh. When he puts his kid twerking in the public spotlight, showing his ass. Gross. Fucking gross. So he can talk about Neil Magny as a parent all he wants. He ain't got shit. He's got some skeletons in his closet. He shouldn't be saying shit. I get angry about talking about stuff like that. And there's 2 last things I want to discuss before I go off the air. I'm gonna be right back. Gotta get some water. It's disgusting, Hank. Should never put your kids in public when famous because they go to school and they can get bullied. Dude, imagine what his fucking kid is going through at school. Once he actually enters fucking kindergarten in public school. They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, your father's nutritionist is your real father. Ian Garry isn't your father. Your mother's ex is your father." They probably say that to him. They'll say, "You're a bastard child. You're not Ian Garry's son. You're the ex's son. I'm your poppy, Dominic." That's probably the insult. I guarantee maybe even his friends, if he's not getting bullied, his friends are probably bringing it up. Like, hey, dude, you're not even your dad's real son, bro. So, yeah, his kids are in the spotlight. And by the way, he had his baby in his arm when he had that Neil Magny mugshot. He had his baby in his arms when he had that Joff Neal mugshot. So you're associating a fucking horrific action with your fucking kid in your arms, villainizing him. I'm coming to these conclusions, man. Let me take a look at this real quick. Too Smelly sent me. Yeah, I want to be literally, I don't know if it was Layla or someone else, but it's like he wants to be a big black man in front of Jamal Hill. And he's like, I want your athleticism. So obviously, eugenics shit right there. And on top of, I want my skin to be glistening and beautiful and having that nice, smooth skin and being an athlete. Oh man, I wish they made me white. Oh, poor me. So that not only is that cucking to someone, that might tell me maybe, could Layla and Garry be swingers? Could they be swingers? Is he having a beautiful big black man over to, mix things up, spice things up, make them a little more interesting? Not going to say it's the truth, but that's glazing. That's to a strange extent. Yeah, that's interesting. He wants to be a big black man. Then I want to discuss this. This is another really creepy thing. This just happened recently. You shouldn't sexualize children, period. Yeah. Ugh. Disgusting, man. You can't teach a fucking kid how to twerk. That's fucking rotten behavior, man. We do not diddle kids. It ain't good diddling kids. When do it with my wife, do it with my daughter. Younger than my wife, older than my daughter, something like that. It's Frank Costanza mentality right there. Do not diddle kids. Good, no, not good diddling kids. Anyway. This, I want to also bring up, this was right before their fight. This is before the Hamzat shit. He's interrupting Bilal's pre-fight meal before the fight. He's literally having dinner. He's having dinner, sitting at his table, getting his meal in, making sure to get his nutrients in, trying to maintain a calm space. And Ian Garry isn't just, fuck you, yeah, I'm going to get you, yeah, we'll see. He's pretending to be Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. But you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You're pretending to be cool. And you're interrupting his meal before the fight and getting into his head while he's just sitting eating dinner. It's not like walking, through the hallway. Oh, there you are. I'll see you. It's like he's sitting there. You don't have to go up to him. It's not a chance encounter. You're walking by. You see him eating. And you literally walk up to him and fucking make him shake your hand and assert dominance. That's why I admire DC and Chandler and Chael. They don't put your kids in public, not even photos, unless they're wrestling in a tournament. Yeah. Unless they're wrestling in a tournament. Whamp, whamp, whamp. Yeah, they got that wrestler mentality for sure. What is it? NACCA? No, it's not it. What's the wrestling organization? God damn it! I hate that I put in wrestling in wrestling tournaments. What do they call it? Why am I so shit at this? I literally watched Foxcatcher. Fuck. NCAA Wrestling Championships. There we go. But yeah, so Garry knows what he's doing. He's interrupting Bilal's meal. He's getting in his head. He's making sure that he's part of Bilal's mentality. So this is deliberate. It's a public stunt. He's got a camera. He's got a camera filming it. He's not just doing this on his own. This is what Garry did. He saw Bilal. Turn on the camera. Turn on the camera. He probably has a cameraman who follows him around like he's fucking Nina Drama's boyfriend. He has his cameraman follow him around and start shit. And he films this for a reason. It was the weirdest, gayest shit I ever heard. Yeah. Not sure either, but I know they came second at their school. Jesus. Jamal, would you please fuck my wife and let me watch? Ian Garry. So he does this to Bilal, and here's another one. This is another thing that made me want to make this stream. Bilal Muhammad, he just lost to Ian Garry. He's laying down on the mat. He could be praying here, man. He could be praying here. I don't know if he is. He's expressing grief and depression, and he's devastated, and he's literally got his head down on the mat. He needs some private time, dude. He's got to fucking reconcile with things and recover from this shit. And he's fucking literally head on the mat, fucking devastated. And Ian Garry just got his hand raised. He's supposed to be getting interviewed right now. And Garry just goes and he pats him on the shoulder. Here you go. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Thank you. Even when he's being nice, he's just messing with people, man. It's never natural. He's always got to have the final say. You know, it's gross. That food is definitely not halal. Probably not. He's probably Chicago pizza or something. I can tell from here. YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can do what you want. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel in the Navy. You get to wrestle with all the boys in the NCAA. You get to wrestle with all the boys. When Yo kissed Luke after knocking him nearly out, that made me feel so bad for Luke. Yeah, you're just you're messing with people and fucking with them while they're at their lowest. Even if it's unintentional, he just can't help but be a fucking idiot and mess with people. He can't help it. Here's another thing. This is the same sort of mentality. He pretends like it's being nice, but in reality, it's asserting dominance. Check this out. Look at him. Look at him. Grab him, dude. Yeah. Hey, sorry to hear that. Sorry to see that Roofy lost. Yeah, you're with me, dude. I'm your friend now. We just had a fight, a couple months ago. Yeah, but you're my buddy, man. I got my hand on your shoulder. Dude, I'm with you, pal. I'm with you. Me and you. What the fuck is this, man? Get your hand off me. I'm grieving from my fucking teammate getting smoked in a round. Leave me alone. Like, give me time to fucking process, man. Stop getting in my fucking personal space, grabbing my shoulder, pulling me close to you. What are you doing? Do that shit later, man. Do that when I've calmed down and be like, hey, man, it was nice. Hey, it was nice sitting with you and watching the event. Hey, no hard feelings, great fight. And then you give him a little hug or whatever and shake his hand. Like, do that afterwards, man. Instead, like, yeah, I'm processing this with you too, man. I'm going through the same pain that you are. You little bitch. I own you. I could do whatever I want with you because I beat you. Yeah. Hands on your shoulders. Don't you see it too, guys? It's condescending also. It's just making somebody lower, like, I have you in my grasp. It's that type of thing. It's weird. It's asserting power. I really do think. Like, maybe he legitimately respects Pratez, and as he's a what's the word for it? Not a companion, but like a peer after they fought, and who's someone who he can respect, and maybe he had some great conversations with them. It seemed like it, but then you do shit like this, and it feels illegitimate. It feels like it takes away everything, every positive thing you said to him, everything nice you did to him when you do shit like this. I don't know. It feels like there's still like subconscious manipulation here of wanting to one up somebody when you put your hand on their shoulder like that. Like, yeah, me and you, same level, man. We're both processing this. I forget, Ian's wife made a book about sleeping with celebrities or something. My brain's foggy what the book was. Here you go. I have it right here. Here we go. Right here. Ta-da! How to be a wag, wife and girlfriend. How to find a young athlete and sink your fucking claws into him and become part of his life and share his wealth. Yeah, it's so strange. Yeah, there's power plays going on with everything he does. It all feels so fake. But yeah, that's the book. It seems like my stream is behind or something. I'm gonna take a few minutes for you to look at this. Yeah, so weird. But yeah, and one last thing I want to mention. There is a character in animated series who I really like, but he has a weakness of his. He has a weakness, and he can't keep his hands off of people. He has to have a little bit of power, has to have some control and impact on them. It's this guy right here. His name's Vox from Hazbin Hotel. Always got the hands out, ready to put it on people's shoulders. Always ready to have a physical contact with them. I'm standing above you. I gotcha. It's control. It's making themselves feel better. Let me give you another example. There we go. And if you don't like Hazbin Hotel for various reasons, I get it, but this is a great allegory I thought of. Like, this is the kind of sneaky little exploitative, manipulative behavior that these pretend nice guys do to assert their dominance. He's the nice guy. He's literally pretending to be the nice guy. It's the nice guy complex. See, what should be an action of support. Gonna switch accounts real quick and join. Okay. Energy vampires. Yeah. Here's another one. Right here. I gotcha. I got you. I've wrangled you. It's not legitimate, man. It's not coming from a place of authenticity. It's to establish a dynamic, a power dynamic. It tries to say, I'm equal to you. I am at your power level. I'm above you in this case, but this is, I'm at your level. There you go. That's all I got to say, man. NY Police new member. Hey, is this the King Panthers new account? If so, dude, I appreciate the membership, man. I got some quality emojis too. So have at it, man. It's King Panther Switch account. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. Hell yeah, dude. Let's fucking go. But yeah. Again, I want to in case you missed this, I'm going to show a direct visual comparison here. Boom. And boom. Same thing. It's the same fucking thing. It's establishing a power dynamic of either being equal to somebody or above them. When you're in their personal space, when you're touching them, when you're controlling them, physically controlling them, that's asserting dominance. He's a fake bastard. And the same day that he's got to keep his hands on Bilal, and he's got to interrupt his meal to shake hands. This is the same day or the same period of time where he starts shit with Hamzat. Let me try to find it. Ah, shit, where is it? Hold on, let me find it again. Same day. Control. Yeah, it's bad people lack critical thinking of social spaces. Yeah. Because they feel like they can invade any social space they want. They feel like they have the right to take advantage of people. And I don't know. I'm trying to come to a point here. I know what the point is. It's just, yeah, it's hard to word it properly. They have the right to invade people's spaces because they're either the equal to them or above them. They have the right to invade your space because I'm better than you. I see the point you're making. Ian gets handsy with everyone to assert dominance, and Hamzat wasn't having it. I have a few coworkers who's always looking for new quality MMA channels. I'll be sure to share your channel tomorrow at work. Hey, dude, I sincerely appreciate that, man. And by the way, is that your real life body? Because, dude, you're fucking ripped, man. You don't need to put your hands on people's shoulders like fucking Ian Garry and lean above them to assert your dominance, dude. You fucking show it from what you've done in the gym every day. If that's really you, or maybe it's like an AI. You look like an AI like mustachioed Markiplier, you know? Especially the fucking, triangular haircut. Sorry, I give digs at anybody, so don't feel disrespected by it. But you look like Markiplier if you got really fucking buff in the gym and found some good pills, you know? But yeah, sorry, I fucked that up. I appreciate you recommending other people to the channel, though. I don't do these too often, but when I do, I put all my fucking time and effort into them. So I sincerely appreciate the membership and the support, brother. And it's nice to make your acquaintance. Yeah, creepy. I'm a gentle giant. People say Freddie Mercury. Nice. Hey-oh! Hey-oh! Dido. Fuck you. And one last picture to show just how insanely focused Ian Garry is on being in the spotlight, on making himself look different in front of the camera. Just one last reminder for you guys. Bing, bam. Spots the camera, becomes a different person. If he looks as that camera, man, he's about to do some wild fucking shit that's out of character for him. He was just being nice to Hamzat, just giving him compliments. And then he spots the camera. I got to be an asshole, and I got to get respect, and I got to prove that I'm at his level or better than the champ. Sees the camera, all of a sudden, I'm the best. I'm the fucking best. What are you going to do about it, bitch? Yeah, Freddie Mercury. Yeah, Freddie Markiplier. That might be your nickname, Freddie Markiplier. Freddie Markiplier. He's great, right? Strongest guy I ever seen. Have you seen him swing a golf club? Better than Bryson DeChambeau. He's got the biggest arms in golf, right? Golfed with me on Mar-a-Lago. He's a great, big, very strong, very big man. Just like Vladimir Putin, just like Zoran Mamadani. And we like him, right? Saw him on Epstein Island. He's great, right? Had a lot of great times with me and Epstein. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. That is going to do it. That's my entire breakdown and analysis of every terrible thing that Ian Garry has done, both in the UFC and out of it. This dude's been a little pest since the very start, and most likely because he's got a controlling and manipulative wife at the helm who allows him to do all this shit, doesn't fucking judge him for any of it, in fact, probably encourages it. So, yeah, any last words from the Troopers and Grinders before Hank the Tank signs out? Tiger Woods takes a sick day when he shows up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tiger Woods is fucking amazing. Like Robin Williams said, he's the son of a black man, a black athlete, and a Thai woman. Wata! Tiger. The athleticism of a black man and the stable concentration of a Thai warrior. Not even a German geneticist could have come up with a combination that brilliant. Take care. All right. See you later, guys. I've been Hank the Tank. You've been the Troopers and Grinders. And you have escaped the war zone. For now. You'll never teach a child to twerk. You'll never make a child stick their ass out on camera unless you're sitting in the corner on your little cuck stool and you're watching it on camera. You never say something bad to comes out unless there's a camera on there. And you never shower.